Oh no.
Trying to work on that in terms of taking care of his diligence factor. He is really the smartest person that I know. Now, most people let that accent fool them. And I'm here to tell you that you guys always do such in bed with everybody else. He is completely calculating what your response will be, and then he's given a response that's even better. So I'm telling you, do not let that North Carolina Hills accent fool you. And one thing I'm wondering is, will there be closed captioning for Ron in the northern half of the country? Because I think they're going to do that.
Well, hi, I'm Ron Ball. How's the old daddy?
Ron Ball? Hey, it's Ron Ball. That's what he says. Calls on the phone. Gary, it's Ron Ball.
Well, I've spent most of my career in this house, so I don't have an accent lately. That's, I never have had a problem with that. If they didn't understand me, that was good. Part of selling is keeping people confused.
Well, to me, Ron Ball is a mentor to me. I first met him 15 years ago, and he has been a guide in the business, and he's a guy that always shares his opinion, whether I like to hear it or not, and he is right more times than I'd like to give him credit for.
Ron Ball is probably one of the most unique individuals that I've ever met. He is very, very honest. You don't ask Ron anything that you don't want to follow the truth. There's not a lot of varnish on him, but he is respected because he does tell you the truth about whatever you ask him about, whether it's personal or business.
Hard-headed, blunt, straightforward, but I hope describing him being honest.
I think the greatest lesson I ever learned from Ron Ball is say it how it is. Don't try to sugarcoat or tell somebody what they want to hear when it's not necessarily what the end result will be.
The one thing I would remember most from my association with Ron, I guess it's his belief that people need to do the right thing, that they need to adjust to the times.
I've known him for 15 years, but he's been in this business for a long time. And I know that I can trust what he says. And that's why I like doing business with him.
I think Ron is probably a more caring individual. He has sometimes a very rough exterior at times, and he'll bark at people. He really cares about the people he works with. He's concerned about them. He checks on people he's worked with for years and no longer associated with him in his current position. He really cares more about the people that he works with sometimes.
I would say the one thing that is not immediately obvious about Ron is that he is as soft as can be inside. He's a softie.
He's a good-looking kid.
He's tough, but we all know he's a softie. I've learned a lot of lessons from Ron over the years. But I think the greatest one he's taught me in sales is that to be great, you really have to persevere. And you really have to love what you're doing, and you have to put absolutely everything into it. Now, Ron Ball was the best salesman I have ever met, bar none. He is absolutely amazing. One of the most favorite memories I have with Ron Ball is going down to Greenhouse Mall, which is one of our good accounts and one of his good accounts, and watching him teach the salespeople salesmanship. And all the salesmen were so eager to hear what he had to say, and he gives them some tidbits on salesmanship and, customers' reactions and perceptions and that kind of thing. And then he doesn't leave it at that. He stays at the store for most of or the entire day, and he will get out on the floor with those salespeople and either observe or critique and give them pointers as to what they can do to, maybe move things along quicker.
I'll work late after dark. I spend the weekend working with the retail dealers when I'm on the road. That's when you get to know these salespeople. And that's the mark of a good rep is how well understand slaves to be sold on the court. If he calls only on the owners or buyers, he's not listening.
He always tries to educate us on not only the product but salesmanship. And he's so good about teaching our people how to sell. Not only to sell his product that he happens to be at the time, but to sell in general. And so seeing him work with a sales staff and teach them how to sell, no matter whose product it is the thing that I appreciate about Ron most.
The most important man in my life was my father. The greatest lesson he ever taught me was always be honest no matter what you do. My dad was a Baptist preacher. He was very blunt. He was a much better preacher than he was passionate. He wasn't the most compassionate fellow in the world, but he believed in being honest. He gave me my work ethic, and he was my hero. I miss him dearly. My two sons, two daughters-in-law, and four grandchildren are definitely the most important people in my life. Without them, life would not be life.
I would like to say to Ron, congratulations. I know that it's a very, very well-deserved honor. I'm really glad that this family can be here to share it with him, and I'm really honored that we're here to share it with him. He deserves it.
He's very deserving. And the years that I've known him, we've not always agreed, but I've always appreciated his opinion. And I think he's so very deserving of this lifetime achievement award. And I'm really happy that he's being honored. So
There is no one that we do business with that I sincerely believe cares more about our business than Ron Ball. He does everything he can for us. He's been such a great friend in our industry to us. He's been such a great support. You know, whenever we have a problem, we know we can call him. When we, have something we want to share, we can call him. And, it's just great to have someone like that in your life that's willing to, just put friendship out there and help you no matter what. And I just want to say thank you, Ron.
Is that right? About 5 minutes?
It doesn't make any difference to me how I'm remembered. As long as on Judgment Day, the Lord says, good job. That's all that matters.